The final trailer for Spider-Man, Brand New Day, just dropped, and hidden inside just a few minutes of footage are massive clues that completely change how we should look at this movie. Bruce Banner is gone, Savage Hulk is back, Jean Grey may already be rewriting people's minds, and Peter Parker could be heading toward the biggest evolution we've ever seen in live action. Let's break down every major detail you probably missed. Let's start with the biggest callback in the trailer. If you've watched Thor: Ragnarok, one scene should immediately feel familiar. During Spider-Man's confrontation with Hulk, Peter calls out, "Dr. Banner," but Hulk instantly shuts him down. No Banner, only Hulk.
No Banner, only Hulk.
That isn't just a cool line, it's a direct callback to Thor: Ragnarok, where Thor tried talking to Bruce inside the arena, only for Hulk to respond with the exact same attitude. Back then, Hulk had completely taken control over Banner's mind, and this trailer strongly suggests that's happening again. This isn't Professor Hulk, this isn't Smart Hulk, this looks like the return of the raw, uncontrollable Savage Hulk. The fight choreography gives us another interesting clue. Peter punches Hulk using Shocker's upgraded gauntlet, creating a powerful energy blast. That instantly reminded me of two classic MCU moments: Thor charging Hulk with lightning during Ragnarok, and Iron Man repeatedly striking Hulk with the Hulkbuster armor in Age of Ultron, which raises an interesting possibility. Peter has always admired the Avengers. Back in Homecoming, he literally copied Thor while pretending to lift Mjolnir. So before facing Hulk, it wouldn't be surprising if Peter actually studied every previous battle involving Hulk to understand what worked and what didn't, because going into a fight like this without a plan would be suicide. The trailer also introduces another mysterious conversation. A new character tells Peter, "You're the only one who can sense it, and the only one who's immune to it." So what exactly is it? Throughout the trailer, we see a strange psychic force jumping from mind to mind, and all signs point toward Jean Grey. If that theory is true, Peter's upcoming transformation may completely change his biology. After emerging from that mysterious web cocoon, his evolved DNA could make him resistant to Jean Grey's growing telepathic powers. Now, comic readers know Spider-Man normally isn't immune to Jean's abilities, but this version of Jean appears to be much younger and still learning how to control her powers, which means Peter could simply be beyond her current limits. Hulk actually supports this theory. Notice what's happening. Jean may have forced Bruce Banner out of control, but she still can't fully dominate Hulk himself. Bruce is gone. John isn't controlling Hulk either. There's only one personality left in charge: Hulk. And comic fans already know why this matters. Mind-controlling Hulk has always been incredibly difficult. One of the best examples comes after Doctor Strange's memory spell. Bruce Banner forgets Peter Parker's identity, but Hulk doesn't. Hulk still remembers Spider-Man. That's how mentally powerful Hulk really is. And if Marvel adapts that concept here, it could become one of the biggest surprises in the entire movie. Imagine everyone forgetting Peter except Hulk. That would completely change their relationship moving forward. Everything we've seen so far points toward one major idea. This movie isn't simply making Spider-Man physically stronger, it's evolving him. New powers, new biology, new enemies, and maybe a completely new Spider-Man. But that's only half the story, because once Peter's evolution is complete, he still has to survive an army of ninja assassins, a war against Punisher, and one of the craziest Hulk fights we've ever seen. Peter's evolution isn't just about new powers, it's immediately put to the test, because the next major sequence throws him straight into a fight against the Hand. One of my favorite moments in the trailer is classic Spider-Man. Before the fight even begins, Peter jokes that maybe they could attack him one at a time. Of course, they completely ignore him. Within seconds, dozens of ninjas rush him from every direction. But something has changed. Peter isn't reacting like the Spider-Man we've seen before. After his evolution, his enhanced senses appear to be operating on an entirely different level. Weapons seem to move in slow motion. Every attack becomes easier to predict. There's even a shot where Peter calmly watches a blade approaching him before effortlessly avoiding it. And honestly, that instantly reminded me of Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man movie. Remember when Flash Thompson threw a series of punches at Peter, only for Peter to experience everything in slow motion after getting his powers? This scene gives off the exact same feeling. The difference is, this isn't Peter discovering spider powers for the first time. He's discovering what his evolved abilities are truly capable of. The Hand isn't coming unprepared either. Several of the ninjas are carrying electrified swords designed to overwhelm Peter. But eventually, Spider-Man answers with something we've never seen on this scale before: his organic webbing. Instead of simply shooting webs, Peter creates a massive web tornado that traps multiple enemies at once. If Marvel executes this sequence correctly, it could easily become one of the coolest action scenes in the entire movie. The trailer also gives us another look at Spider-Man's confrontation with Punisher. It starts during the armored vehicle chase. Peter lands on top of Punisher's van, trying to stop him without causing unnecessary damage. Punisher's response? He immediately pulls out a shotgun. Peter effortlessly webs it away and sticks it to the roof. So Punisher reaches for another one. This time, Peter seals the barrel shut with webbing before Punisher can fire, but Punisher fires anyway. The blocked barrel explodes with enough force to blast Peter off the vehicle. That's the exact moment Peter realizes talking isn't going to solve this one. He crashes straight into the van with a powerful kick and sends Punisher flying. And honestly, this feels like the beginning of a relationship that starts with conflict, before eventually turning into mutual respect. Now let's talk about Hulk. One of the trailer's biggest shots shows Hulk climbing the side of a building while Spider-Man desperately tries to stop him. Peter wraps Hulk and almost the entire wall in layers of webbing. You can even spot multiple web strands stretched across Hulk's back. For a split second, it actually looks like Spider-Man might pull it off. Then, Hulk reminds everyone exactly why he's Hulk. Instead of breaking free from the webs, he tears down the entire side of the building. There's even an incredible shot of Peter riding on Hulk's back that looks like it was lifted directly from a comic book panel. And somehow, even while fighting the strongest Avenger, Spider-Man still finds time to crack jokes. That's peak Spider-Man. Another detail I absolutely loved: the return of first-person Spider-Man shots. Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man films gave us some unforgettable POV swinging sequences, and this trailer hints that Brand New Day is bringing that style back. It's only a brief glimpse, but if the final movie includes longer first-person web-swinging scenes, those moments could easily become fan favorites. Then there's the scene everyone is talking about: Peter walking around wearing women's clothes. At first glance, it looks completely random, but I think there's a simple explanation. After emerging from the mysterious web cocoon, Peter may not have any clothes left, so he grabs the first outfit he can find without thinking. That would naturally create one of the movie's funniest moments as people stare at him while he casually walks through the city. Overall, this third and final trailer doesn't actually reveal many new scenes. Most of its runtime is a montage celebrating Peter's journey from Homecoming to Far From Home, and finally, No Way Home. The truly new footage is surprisingly limited, and honestly, that's a good thing. Sony has spoiled major moments in trailers before. This time, it looks like they're finally holding back the biggest surprises for the movie itself. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the future of the MCU. New reports suggest Marvel is actively considering several actors for the upcoming X-Men reboot. Earlier rumors claimed Adam Driver was being eyed for Magneto, but the latest reports now point toward him playing Mr. Sinister instead. Personally, that casting actually makes a lot more sense. Other reported names include Bill Skarsgård being considered for Professor X, Cooper Hoffman for Cyclops, Kaylee Spaney for Rogue, and Charles Melton for Beast. Nothing is officially confirmed yet, but if even some of these rumors turn out to be true, Marvel's mutant saga could be shaping up in a very interesting way. So after this final trailer, one thing is clear: Brand New Day isn't just giving Spider-Man another adventure, it's transforming Peter Parker into something we've never seen before. The only question now is, will this become the greatest live-action Spider-Man movie ever made, or Marvel's biggest gamble yet? Let me know your biggest theory in the comments, and if your prediction ends up being right after the movie releases, you officially deserve bragging rights.